System overload. Right here, system overload. Too much information. So much information that I can't even think of what to do a video about. The Twin Towers, the Torah, they fit together. When you open the Torah, there's two rows. You just can't open the Torah and find one row. When you open the Torah side to side of your body, there's two rows, and then you have the exterior of the Torah itself. So the first formation I'm going to mention on that is this over here. This is your Rubik's Cube. I just want to show you it on Rubik's Cube and why we have it. You see the U on Rubik's Cube? That's the magnet. When you turn the center of Rubik's Cube open, okay, this formation will come out and it will hit the magnets. When you keep it closed, it stays within the U. The U is your 1 and 5. The in-between is 2, 3, 4 for 3 rows of Rubik's Cube by 3 rows of Rubik's Cube. See the E? The E is formed through the formation of the up and down, north-south. This is the center. This one over here is the full bar. This one is the division of the bar. This one is the full bar turning this way. So the ears to the forehead to the chin. Okay, that's what I'm going to talk about. Two sides of Torah. Okay, just like you have a personal reception with God, God has his book, you have your book. When he opens his book, on one side it's blank. That's your life, you conversing to him, going into that side of his book. Then you have your book, and you open that book, and you converse to God. So he looks down on you, and you look up on him. But he's on this side, you're on this side. That is the 1-3-7-9. But it gets reverted to 1-3 for north, and 3-1 for south. Where the 3 is, there's a 7. 3 and 7 goes together. Christmas. 7733. Artificial intelligence, 1991. 110 times 8 is 880, plus 1111 will be 1991. 25 years in 25 years in creation. Okay, of 1991 is 2016. 25, 24, 23, 22. Why? Because of this. 2 and 5 is 7. It's on the left. 2 and 4 is 6. It's on the right. 2 and 2 is in the center. It's all formations and levels. That's what I have done on the floor over here. That's what I did on the floor, and I'm not finished yet. I'm not finished finding all these formations. I'm going to show you one basic formation. The numbers 6 and 5. When I take the number 6 and I fold it in half, does it look like a 6 or a 5? Now I'm going to show you the other side of what happens to the 6. The question is, because of the line, does that become an 8? And that becomes a 6. 8 and 6 from 6. When I put the number 5 together and I do this, right? You form like this. 1 becomes a 6. 9. 6, 9. But that's the percentage key on the keyboard, 6 and 9. If you actually look at it together, just take a look at the squares that I blocked off. That's your 8. Your 8 comes to your percentage of 6 and 9. This is a built system. What good is my word? What good is my word based on my reality and my findings? What net worth balance is it that I should deliver it and share it, because I solely believe that it is so freaking perfect that even I cannot make a mistake other than giving you a definition, because in designs, and I've done the art, and I put 10 years into this, and 10 years ago it just told me to do it. Just do it. And I'm doing it. And I did it. And I'm still doing it. And I find every single day I'm compelled to do it than to give it up. Every single number folded. When you fold the number 2 in half, here's the 5, right? But upside down to somebody else, it already is the 2 in half. Here's the number 2 that we will put in half. And this is the reason that when you look at specialized lettering, that there's a separation or digitals that put it together. Because of the digitals and the round or the squareness of it or the diamond angles, it will show you just a glimpse of the other part, recreating the formation within the eye of sight. Here's your number 2. it looks like the 6 backwards or the A backwards. Here's the front part of your 2. Now, I didn't make it good. It looks like the 9. But if I flip that upside down, I'm not sure if we can do this very well. I'm going to darken it in. I'm going to darken it in. Here's the number 2. You see it over here? Okay. In fact, we see the 2 over here. Over here. Let's do something a little bit different. Here's my pen. Here's the number 2. I'm just going to put a poke inside the number 2. And then I'm going to turn the 2 around so you can see it. So from which level are you actually looking? Talk about reality. In French, they say skating rink. I mean, in English, they say skating rink. When I move it into French, they say patin, which says skate, patent, noir. It says the ice skating rink is black. And it's not just ice skating. And it's a ring because you go around. Ice, glass, G-L-A-C-E. It is the ace of G and L, which is the gateway to L. In French, they don't say the H. The word hat is at. Angle of transition. Angle of transmission is this way or this way. This way, you will create the cross. This way, you will create the X. This cross becomes a plus. This way becomes the X. And it's all in formation of these numbers. So if I format this wheel to stand on 0 and I go square to the 0, I end up with 9, 22, 31, and then 34, 36. But if I form it to come this angle, okay, I will now have that flat part picking up different angles on this cube. The same as Rubik's Cube has 3 levels, I will have 3 levels of action. The center level of action, regardless, is 4, 5, 6. Federation, 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 FedEx. X is the 24th letter. Minus 5 brings the spirit. Plus 5 brings the birth. 19 and 29. 29 will recome to 29. It will be 18 and 11. 19 will become 10 and 9. Now we crisscross the 2 because 1 and 2 is the creation of 3 because of the 1 that's inside of the 2. So I will now recreate the 10 perfection running on the cross. 1 times 9 is 9. 2 times 9 is 18, and 9 equals 27. That's part of creation. I'll tell you in a minute. 2 times 3, 2 plus 3 equals 5 and 6, 11. It's perfect. 1 plus 9 was 10. 2 plus 9 was 11. 11 and 10 is 21. 21 is now the cube. Add 6 for the 10. Gives you 27 again. Add 6 to the other one because we added to 10, did we? 1 times 9. And it was 2 times 9. There was no 10. So 1 becomes 29. The other one becomes 1 times 9. 1 plus 9 is 10. 2 times 9. 2 plus 9 is 11. 11 and 10 is the cube. Plus 6 man equals to 27 equals to creation 11. 2 times 3, 2 plus 3, which is the same thing as 1 times 5, 1 plus 5 equals 5 and 6, 11. 5 times 6, 5 plus 6 is actually to 30 and 11 equals to 31, equals to 5 times 41. Plus 6 equals 47. 4 times 1, 4 plus 1 equals to your 9. 4 times 7, 4 plus 7 is 39. So now we did 19, 29, and 39. All the numbers are perfect. They're not just sitting here because they're not perfect. They are perfect. The 6 can go this way, it can go this way, and it can go this way. It can never hold up the center position, okay? But the 5 can this way, okay? You get all 4 corners in one world and all 4 corners in the other world. You don't have to move the passage of the light because the light is constant. These dice that show you 21, remove all of these. You only have 18. 2 times 9, 18. Without the light, you don't have your 19. And you don't only have 19, you have 24 because this dot is in the center. 24 plus 24, 19, 19 plus 24. 19th letter is S. 24th letter is X. Let's put them together. Sex. It's all plugins. Here's a hole, here's a plugin. plugs into the circle. And either the electricity goes backward or it goes forward. It's a complete sexual rotation. The same thing when I designed the 6 and 9. Or letters like an R. What happens to R? The way the R letter is built. This letter, because of the separation between one side and the other side, this leg will seem a distance from this. But the reality is they were both touching at one point. If you bring them back to touch, this angle is what they call the accent aigu and the accent grave in French. If you put them together, it becomes the hat. It becomes the top part of the pyramid. The point that is missing inside of the A, in which the French language puts together. If we take French, English, and then add on the other add-on languages as in Spanish, we can go to Greek next, and then I can add any other language. You can go to Russian, you can go to China, Asia, it doesn't matter. The sound and perfection and the colors, especially the colors, brings everything together. Now watch how you mix and match, because there's different parts of the world. The other thing I wanted to show you is A, E, I, O, and U. There it is. The I brings together the Stanley Cup or the trophy between the two sides. This is where there is no vowel. This is where the vowel is. The only area that the vowel will never and does not exist inside the G. G does not hold a vowel. Every other one holds the vowel. And G, when it's next to A, becomes H. And G is now the transfer between G and H, the gateway into heaven. G is the gateway because it's a combination of A and F to create that G. H, 8. What is the combination of 8? H8 will create a vowel. It creates the vowel I because it's the I that lives in the 8 heaven. How do I know this? Lo shu. And I move everything over towards each other. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I. How come there's a U here? Because it's the 21st letter. 2 and 1 is 3. 2 and 1 is 3. 12, 21. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2. 4, 2, 2, 4. 8, 4, 4, 8. 7, 8, 8, 7. 5, 7, 7, 5. Let me do that again. I'm going to show you on paper how it works. This is the 21st letter, and this is the 21st letter, because it's backwards. Some letters turn around, the H and the I. Do you see the way this is this? Well, look, when it comes from above, this is what it creates. These are the vowels it creates. Whether we're going E-O-O-E, E-I-O, 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 E-I, E-I-O, 59 minutes, 59 seconds. Here we create the I. We divide the two sides with A, E, and A. Here we create the other side of A, E. But because it's this side and that side, we have to find a second numerological value to exchange these with different numbers, and that's going to end up on that board over there and those designs. So now we're going to do this 2121 because they are a reflection. And remember, if you want to spell something, okay, P-O-C, chicken, P-O-C-C, backwards N, and the backwards R. This is Russia. 3 forward, 3 backwards to say the name. 1221, 121, and this one would actually go, let me just do this here, and this one would say 121. 121, 121, 242. 2442, 4884, 8778. 8 and 8 is 16, 1 and 6 is 7. 7 and 7 is 14, 1 and 4 is 5. 7 and 7 is 14, 1 and 4 is 5. 8 and 8 is 16, 1 and 6 is 7. Okay, now let's try this. 1776 and 6771. 1 and 6 is 7. 7 and 7 is 14, 1 and 4 is 5. 7 and 7 is 14, 1 and 4 is 5, 6 and 1 is 7. Same thing. 5775, what does it say? Egg. All about the sexes, my friend. When God said it's a personal thing, it's a personal thing. 11 times 11, 11 times 11. And don't forget, A does not actually exist. A is gone. A is gone. A is gone because A becomes over here. This is where A fits. 1, 5, and 9 all fit over here because here's your A. Right in the center of everything. AI, 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 AI. 10, 20, 30, 40, and you sound this one off for 10, 10. 50 plus 10 is you is the 60. That's your 50 seconds on your clock, your 50 stars, and your creation of the egg. 15 and 15, 2.5 dozen eggs. So this whole now this formation is the number formation. Now if I switch this to a formation called low shoe, okay? If I switch this to a formation low shoe, this is what happens. A goes over here, okay? The I letter, which was once here, is now here. Now they're crisscrossing here, okay? The C letter, which is the U now goes over here, okay? The E letter will remain over here in the center. Okay, let me do it so it's neater. Let me do it so it's neater. Here's A, here's I, here's E. O goes over here, okay, and U goes over here. This is the new formation. Now, if I would build another, towards this, how many minutes? I'm 16 minutes into this. Let's build another board. Let's go and build another board, okay? So we rebuild the board over here. A, U, O, I, and E. We rebuilt, this is the exact board, and this is what happens. This one is a replacement, okay? There is no 7 in low shoe, okay? There is no 7 in low shoe. The formation is 9, 3, 9, 3, 9. This says sky, 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 but it's her sky. You know why? Read this in French. I can't hear you. Can you read this in French? I can't hear you. This in French says this in English. There is no H. Okay? It's this. It reverts to this. Yell. 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 You're in the sky. It says yell. It's her and it's the sky. This is the formation, okay? Inside of here, okay? This one over here gets reversed. This one would now be the I. So you would have an I here, an I here, an I here, and an I here, exchange in low shoe, okay? AEU, this one would now be number 2B, but now it gets a U, it becomes BU inside of this. This one over here becomes DA. This one over here is C, it becomes U, it becomes DO. DO means a payment, okay? Or it could be DEW and it could be a moisture. Inside the position 6 is the G for go. Inside the I becomes 6 for O. E-I-E-I-O. Then we have this formation over here. Let's see. A. Have we doubled up A? Where is A again? A will be, sorry, I made a mistake. A goes over here. I goes over here. So you have AI and AI. So if we do this formation together, we come like this. AI, down IEA, and AI. So we have AI, IEA, AI. So this is the formation that we have. 365, 47 of high Abba. High Father. High Father. 9 by 8, 72 times 5 is 360 degrees. It runs the clock. 360 runs the clock. Watch. 25,920 divided by 5 equals to 5184. 5184, I think it's divided by 6, equals to 864. 864, okay, divided by 2 should be vibration. 432 divided by 2 equals to 216. Divided by 9 equals 24 man. 24 man times 9 equals to 216 hours in a 9-day week. All it is a bunch of formations coming together to tell you the reality in numbers. You set forth the reality that you go towards, whatever you want to go towards, and we fixate. Now, doing this alone for the last 10 years, when I started off with an idea, what was my idea? There's more. There's just more. And finally, I said, okay, I didn't know what to do, so I looked for only the differences and tried to understand the reality in the differences and over time implicate the reality in the differences. Now, if I take this and reform this into low shoe, this will set up another formation. And since this is 20 minutes long, I'm going to put the pen down. I know I'm very messy because I have to write very, very quickly. I know it's time consuming. Time consuming. I can go 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 hours a day doing this. Ronnie, put down your pen. What are you writing? You must be nuts. Ronnie, put down your pen. I don't think you should be driving. You're always with a pen in your hand. I said, but I'm not driving. I'm sitting in a chair. But you're always writing and taking notes. Yeah, but I'm not driving. I'm at home. But you're always painting. Yeah, but I'm not driving. I'm driving Miss Daisy. The flowers. I look into the sky and I see different formations of the sky. The sky is no longer just a sky. The sky is being rounded out and I can see levels in the sky. I go into my room at night, I blacked out all my windows, I close my door, I shut off all the lights, and I see light inside my room. Iron metal. Something inside of us is blocking us from seeing other than the truth and the reality that is formulated into the system that we all should be seeing. If you break through to the formula, you become schizophrenic, bipolar, disillusioned, because you don't understand the exaltation within the spirit. We can see deeper, and we must work together. It's a combination of letters and numbers and sports arenas and languages, formations of planets, planetary constellations, different angles of the earth, and we only look for two angles, 90 and 45. That's all we need. And once you get these two angles, you can measure it up, Celsius or Fahrenheit. Fahrenheit is 32 degrees Fahrenheit is 0 degrees Celsius. So you're on an even plane. Would you like to know, there's one word that I was looking at right now. It was, yes, my name. My name in French, okay, as the beginning of my name is F-R-E. So most people say free. In French, they call it libère. Li, the bed, il, the bear, B-R, the bear. Now, what does that mean? Libère is freedom. Libère, and my middle letter to my name is M. So M in French says love, free, love, earth. Liberté is my name, says free, love, earth. Only in the letters in a confirmation between English and French play. That's all it is. We can take in sports. What sports goes to what cube? This cube on this angle of 45 degrees becomes the baseball diamond. You run across from first to third. Second base, you're ready to steal first to second. You're ready to steal second to third. You can steal home, but then you'll score a run. You want to get a ball or a strike? This one gives you a spare. This one and this one gives you a strike. Just one of them will give you a spare. 3, that's a spare. 3 is a strike because you get crossing lines. And in French, they explain accent aigu, accent grave. When the accent aigu, 1, is on the top line, it becomes a hat. When there's 1 on the formation of the bottom line, it becomes the opposite side of the hat. When they come together, this dice and this dice, it becomes 2 hats and it creates the X. There's the X within 1 formation, and the X comes between the outline of 2 formations. The 88 comes from this formation and comes from this formation. I'm going to take a quick look if there's anything. Even in pi, okay, the formation in pi, every time in pi you see the numbers 1, 2, and 3, you're always talking about conformity of the federation of the gateway, because 4, 5, and 6, 1, 2, 3 are 7, 7, 7. 4, 5, and 6 are the only 3 numbers in reality that will always create 3 gates in all worlds. 4 gets 3. 4 gets 6. And 4 gets 9. 7, 10, and 13. When 4 gets 6, it gets the gateway. Because 10, 0 equals 6. For the light to pass, you automatically equals 16 equals to 7. When 5 equals to 2, you are in the heart of B, the letter B and E, which is the 7th gateway in its own, and B is played from the 5 position, as well as 1 is the heart of the 5 position. B shows it's on the extremities of both sides of 5. So it's polarized towards 5 in the center. So 5 is the formation of 2, 5, and 8, giving you the 2, 5, and 8 formation of the center world. 4 to the 7, 10, and 13 world will give you 3, which will be DC, which will be a cross angle. From 6 you got to 1, but from 4 you got to 3. It gives you your cross, but it's not, it's a low cross. This angle is the 135-degree angle, or it's the left angle or right angle, whichever one you mathematicians, scientists know. I don't know. 6, 1 converts to it. So 4 and 3 creates the 7 world. This way creates the 10 world, and this one creates the 13, in which the opposition is 6 and 7. This one is minus 2. You cross on the 135. 135 says ACA, ace cat. 4, 9, 13, 7, 6, 13. 7 gets 0. 9 gets 2. This becomes your 20. Becomes 26. 0 equals 6. 26, 26 on both sides is 52 man, 104, 164. Zion, Israel. You create everything within the numbers. When you create the number 1, you go up this way and come into 5. It's irregardless because 1 is already 5. It creates the D angle, this D. 1 to 7, 7 to 5. You don't create the 3, 6, 9 yet. You just go up from here to here. But the already 3, 6, 9 is converted into 1, 9, 7, and 3, and 4 and 6. 10, 10, and 10. So you go up to here and down to here. You stop just before 5. The minute you cross over from 7 to 5, you must stop between 4 and 8. And that number becomes 6. So you go 1, 4, 7, 6. Then if you want to go up from 3, 3, 6, 9, and you stop here, 7, 3, 6, 9, 7, 1, 4, 7, 6, 7, and 6 are the 2 up lines. The minute this meets at 5, the minute this number 6 meets at 5, it automatically goes up here to 7. 5, 6, 7 is 18, 1 and 8, angel resident, A and H, creating the R letter, 18 equals to 9. 8 and 9 haven't come together. That will create the letter M. The letter N, M is 2 positions of 1 and connecting the center core to it because this has to be separated. What actually happened in this is it's 1, 4, 4, 7, 8, 8, 9, 6, 6, 3, 2, 2, 1. But the center one becomes 5, 5, 5, 5, and 5 to the heart because 5 picks up the moon. It picks up the 2 sides. The moon is in between here. That's how they connect the moon. Now if you go N and N, which is a 1 this way, and then a 1 this way upside down. Now you're connecting 7, 6 here, and 3 over here. 3 and 7 are the wings of the moon, and this will be your letter N. Your letter N can also be made between these 4. 4, 7, 5, 8. All you'll do is connect the 6. 4, 7, 6, 5, 8. Or the other side would be 9, 9, 6, 8, 9, 6, 7, 8, 5. Don't forget these empty spaces have a reality value because they're plugins. Raphael 7286, and I will do that board. I will do that board. One last thing I want to say, pi and every single number has a permanent formation and will complete itself before the 500th number comes up. I am, not that I've done it, but I've done so many formations, I already see that there's a continuation flow inside pi that you don't have to go a million numbers because there's already an answer way before you reach that. All I need is so much paper, and my floor is just the right size to be able to do the art, because without the floor and without the proper designs and art, I cannot know, because I cannot see formation, because from formation, secondary designs come out. While I'm looking at the red, I switch the coloring of my lights on the wall and makes the red go away and the blue light up, and I say, oh, that's the design that comes out of it. Okay, I understand through formation. Hard boiled eggs. The word H-A, okay, and the word R. In the word hard, H-A is the letter R. D is the left angle spirit. Second, third. Angel heaven is third. Boyle says law backwards, the law of 10. Oil is the law of 10. So now we have to understand the law of 10 is the AC in Boyle. What happens in the heat? We're constantly being heated and cooled and heated and cooled. We're constantly being off kilter in our body so that we can't understand anything, because we are getting all the vibrations right now, and the system is becoming multifunctional right now. The old system is not multifunctional. In the old system, it was on the bike to the neighbor, on the horse to the neighbor. Now we have somebody else running to the neighbor. Now we have email. Now it's phone direct. Now we're going to work and we're doing 2 jobs, serving them at the customers, spilling the coffee into the thing, and collecting the money. So we're becoming multifunctional. So the new system has to be automatic so we do not override them, because we're overriding the old system. Wouldn't it seem systematic that the whole earth energies must change because we have changed? We have evolved, but we haven't evolved because of their system. We have evolved through the astrological system. Those who are doing and understand these tarot cards and all astrologies between all the languages, there's a reality in this. Since I never understood all my life and I'm not exactly sure what it is, because I know the numbers are perfect, I know everybody else has their own reality for themselves. I don't know their reality because I have to go into their reality to learn their reality, to learn the secondary reality, which is the difference of their reality and the similarities of their reality, to know the total content and difference of the reality. Inside Ted, it was mentioned to me, Ted, or JD. But inside Ted is the understanding where the letter D is French for 10. It also says two and God. Inside T is 10. If you put the end of N and if you put D and T together, okay, it says Earth terrestrial, to hold. Okay, how can I say that? EN and zis and en, it would say in zis. In zis would say in 10, or not without 10. 9, not without 10. The other part, because the H is not significant anywhere, would you say hair or me? The hair inside of us, isn't that the fiber optics? The air, the fiber optics within our hair that picks up the air, that brings in the silent H. Bracket over bracket, east and west, X left, X right. Bracket over bracket, up and down. 2 and 8, time heaven. East and west, Zion, Israel. The life between the heart of 5. 5 by 4 is 20 to the left. 5 plus 4, 29. 5 times 6 is 30. 5 plus 6 is 11. 41 becomes 47. 29 becomes 35. 35 and 47 is 92. 92 is a repeat of this one because this is your spirit birth. That's what the I does. This one over here, 5 times 2 is 10. 5, and this has to go higher because 2 becomes 11, and then 8 over here will become 17. That'll be 28. That'll be the moon. This one on the second level will become 13, and this one on the second level will be 15. 28 the moon. 9 and 4, 13. 9 and 6, 15. 28. 2 becomes 11. 8 becomes 17 and 11, 28, 28. The crisscross of 56, olive F, up and down, north and south. 5 times 2 is 10. 5 plus 2 is 7. 7 and 10, 17. Plus 17, I'll keep it small for now. 17 plus 53 is now 70. Your time in the eye is 70. 70 becomes 76. This one over here was... this becomes 76. 70. Okay, let me try and calculate that again. 2 times 5, 2 plus 5 is 17, and 70 be 87. Hell's Gate. 87 plus 6 is 93. The light of Saturn. Saturn's Hell's Gate. There's so many things. So we know from ashes to ashes and dust to dust, HD 4848 from 121 and 121 that we began with. H is silent. Ash is the letter H. So when they say ashes to ashes and dust to dust, may we rest in peace. Any letter, even in the Hebrew language, once we start doing the art and putting it together, we need a huge board. Just keep shifting over things until we get everything in formation. But writing it on paper, I mean, I've got just a few books here. And this is only like 6 weeks or 8 weeks of work. And it just keeps piling up. And is there anything else in here? Yes, the other thing that's really funny is in Ottawa, where they put a big O on their hockey jersey, okay, they're now starting to throw hamburgers and chanting Hamburglar, Hamburglar, Ham, Abraham, the Ottawa, the big O, the O of life. The hamburger. Anyways, I'm not going to get into that. Raphael 7286 and a constellation of Pegasus. Thank you for watching.